Welcome in, YCN Sports Talk. Another week. Jeremy Stout, Dave Collins here again. And Dave, finally we get a big, exciting week of NFL football and college football as well, but we'll start off on the NFL side.
You mean instead of an exciting week of election coverage? And, they talked about the ratings. The ratings were back up, and I think it has a lot to do with post-mortem or whatever you want to call it.
But it was, or maybe
and it was exciting.
It was finally a good week. And maybe it didn't start off that way with the Thursday night game. Ravens and Browns wasn't that exciting. But we go into Sunday. We have some good 1 o'clock finishes. Broncos and Saints. Heck of an ending there. Blocked extra point, returns it for 2.
Remember,
the win.
10 years ago, that wouldn't have happened.
Exactly. Just 4 years ago. Yeah.
Couldn't return it for 2 points.
So that was exciting. And then we go to the 4 o'clock games. I mean, that Cowboys-Steelers game, I had it on the wrong side. Kudos to you. You picked the right side. But what a heck of a game.
Cardinals and 49ers, too. I know the 49ers have been down.
Later in the day.
Jets, if you want to call it an exciting game, I guess because of people that still root for the Jets. 9-6, the Rams win against the
exciting.
Jets. We'll talk about that in a bit. And the Sunday night game. Unfortunately, I fell asleep in the third quarter. We'll talk about this too, Gronk getting hurt. But I think the NFL was back. I think between now and I think the Thanksgiving Day games are going to tell a lot about how much interest is in the NFL.
Right. We get some time now.
The games are still long. The officiating still takes forever. But from now until New Year's Day is when the NFL has their chance to shine the second half of the season. And the cream of the crop for everything, the teams, the officiating, broadcasts can go up.
Well, and the way they schedule the games in the second half, they start some more flex scheduling, so that will help. The Patriots have already been flexed out of a Sunday night game because of the Jets.
You're welcome.
And which is fine with me. And then also they get some more divisional games, and that kind of builds the schedule up. So let's get right to that Patriots-Seahawks game, Sunday Night Football. Disappointing if you're on the Patriots side, but if you're an NFL fan side, you got to imagine, I would think, that was an interesting and exciting game.
For people that could stay up, I mean, it was exciting right down basically to the final play of the game.
Right.
We could talk about Gronk and his injury. I honestly thought he was going to be out of the game. It almost reminded me of Mo Lewis hitting Drew Bledsoe, which led to Tom Brady, we know how that story goes with the Patriots. And when he got back out on the field, I think he sat out for the rest of the series, but he got back out on the field. I'm thinking, okay, this is the same Gronk. He's had the leg injury. He's had the awful forearm injury.
Right.
Now all of a sudden he's got the punctured lung, and I think it's a bit more serious than people or Bill Belichick were actually leading on to believe. This is something he's got to heal, and San Francisco, don't worry about it. Your job is to win the AFC East and win home field advantage.
Right. I think it's a little bit more serious than what Belichick was saying, but I think it's less serious than whoever Ian Rappaport or whoever it was who was saying it. I don't think it's a punctured lung. I don't think he's bleeding into, inside. I think he'll sit out possibly San Francisco, and you're right. Do they need him? No. He'll come back. He'll be okay. And it looks like Brady's okay, too.
What does this do, though, for Gronkowski with all the injuries? I mean, as far as a 16-game season.
Right.
Is it just another nick and he's going to brush it off and come back? Or, as he gets older and as his body starts breaking down, are you concerned as a Patriots fan in the next year or two?
No, I'm not concerned because it's not, it's not an ACL or it's not something like a back injury or a neck injury. Even if it was a punctured lung, he's going to recover and he's going to go back out there.
It's the biggest hit he ever took.
Is there an increased chance that he gets re-injured because of this hit? I don't think so. You know what I mean? It's not an ACL where you got to then be careful on it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just looking at
I think that the Patriots need to be precautious.
Oh, yeah. Well, you saw them at the beginning of the season, leaving him on the sidelines until he was fully healthy and he was ready to go. And I see no reason why they wouldn't do that again going into San Francisco. So, quickly, before we going into this rest of the season, Patriots are still the favorites. I got to imagine in the AFC. What do they have to do with their defense? Is it the pass rush? Is it the secondary? Or is it just a bad game? And give credit to Russell Wilson, because I don't want to sound like a Patriots fan who's upset. Russell Wilson, he played well.
He did play well, and he had multiple weapons in that game as well. One of those that got released by the Seahawks yesterday. If I'm the Patriots, I asked Jamie Collins how much for a one-way ticket back from Cleveland, because he's not part of the secondary, but I think he was one of those defensive leaders that could make up ground. When he was into the plays, he could make up ground and maybe sprint 10 yards downfield to make that tackle.
And that pass rush, too.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. It leads to the zone being,
and a mobile quarterback.
Open.
Mobile quarterback, too, certainly helps the Seahawks on Sunday night.
They'll have a little bit of a test the rest of the year, but that was their toughest test of the year. And unfortunately, they failed. But
Denver coming up.
Yeah, Denver coming up, and it's in Denver, so that will be a tough one. But maybe a Super Bowl preview. Who knows? With the Seahawks, a lot of people are talking. But there's another team out there that everyone's talking about: the Dallas Cowboys. And we'll talk about Dak Prescott and the Cowboys when we come back. You're watching YCN Sports Talk.